gentlemen, on that note, somebody new to the room, Julia Masterson, everybody.
Yay. I'm gonna lower this.
Please do.
Okay, thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Oh wait, whoa, that felt like AA. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna sit too because I'm really awkward whenever I stand for too long because I'm short and I know I look like a little step. Hi. I know you guys are thinking. You guys are probably thinking like, oh, did her mom drive her here? Is she doing this for extra credit? Yeah, I am. I'm actually here for an extra credit assignment, so thank you. Please give me a good review. Actually, I hear that a lot. I get that a lot, that I'm like, look like I'm 12. Actually, that happened yesterday. I was at the beach, and this lady was fully leaning against my car, and I walk up to my car, and I'm like, trying to reach for the handle, and she like looks at me strangely, and I'm like, why are you looking at me weird? You're on my car, but okay. And I keep reaching for it, and she's like, this is your vehicle? And I was like, yes, yeah, it is. And she's like, girl, no, it ain't. You're 12. Okay, yeah, I never know what to say, you know? It's always like, I feel like I would say something smart, but I dropped out of college, so I can't. I also didn't get my high school diploma. I got pregnant. No, I got pregnant. Yeah. Guys, I'm joking, I didn't. Okay, I was actually the class of 2020. I wish that was okay with me, like I wish that made me happy or something like that, but like, you know, when you do K through 12, the entire time you're waiting for the last semester, because the last semester is when you do all the cool stuff, like prank your school or honestly anything that has to do with not high school. And I didn't get that, but that's okay, because COVID was really, really cool in the end, right? I actually remember when I found out that school was canceled for the rest of the year. I was sitting in Mexico for senior spring break, and all my friends were there. All my friends being like 75 of us actually for our grade. And we were there, and someone was like, have you checked Twitter? And now granted, I don't know if you guys go on Twitter ever, but like any of my friends don't use Twitter. So I was like, do you have Twitter? No, I have not checked Twitter. So they showed me a screenshot, and the head of the school posted saying school's canceled for the rest of the year. Of course, all of us were like, that's fake. No way that they make an announcement that school's canceled for the rest of the year on Twitter. But you know, the president tweeted most of his news, so I'm pretty sure that was just a thing that year. So it was true. And actually the way that I confirmed it was because the popular girls, now actually many people like to think that I was like popular in high school, but I wasn't, because being an Asian in Kansas isn't really the coolest thing, but also being a theater nerd is like the worst thing you could possibly do to yourself. But that doesn't matter. I looked at the popular girls in the pool bar corner, and they're all looking at each other and they're like, forever. And that's how I knew. That's how I knew it was real. So I decided to do what anyone would do in that moment, and I drank myself to death. I blacked out completely. I was 18 and I was in Mexico, so it was legal. It's also legal for me to do now, so I'm letting you guys know I'm at least above 21, okay? Anyway, I don't know why that mattered. Yeah, so I blacked out. Sorry. Guys, stand-up's really awkward. This is so interesting. Okay, so I blacked out, and I woke up, and I was being moved. I was fully, like, gliding on the floor, and I was like, what's going on? I'm moving. Because I forgot, you know, how I got there. And I opened my eyes to hear a ton of people behind me being like, Wheelchair Masterson, Wheelchair Masterson. Now bear in mind, I was a goody-goody in high school because like I said, I was Asian and my parents were really strict because my dad was also the principal of my rival school. So I never really drank in public. So hearing Wheelchair Masterson, I was like very confused why there was a full parade going on behind me. But in my head, I convinced myself that I was afloat in the Thanksgiving Day parade for Macy's. So I start waving because I just like didn't know what was going on until I made eye contact with a boy that I was like madly in love with in high school, and bam, I was blacked out again. Yeah, completely gone. And I woke up the next morning on the hotel bathroom floor. Hello guys. On the hotel bathroom floor, and my dad is leaning over me. He's never ever been mad at me in his life, and he just goes, "Don't ever do that again. And I still didn't know what happened, so I was like, yeah, you don't have to say much more, and I will not be doing that again. But Masterson was my, Masterson's my last name, and everyone was chanting it, which honestly I was called that for the last 2 days that I ever saw my grade, because I never saw them again after that, considering school was canceled. But I got to have that name for 2 days. And yes, Masterson's not a very well-known name here. Granted, I would say LA is mostly, Mexicans and Jews, so that makes sense. But it is not that way in Kansas, and I have an Irish last name. And also, I come from an army in my family. My family is 8 people, and all of us are half Asian and half white, and that is not common in Kansas. But on top of that, my parents were incredibly strict, so they're all overachieving, like athletic varsity freshman year, cool guys who talk to everybody and thinks they're hot, because I guess some of them kind of are to people. But I wasn't one of those people, because I thought I was like, well, actually, I, tried out for all the sports, but never made them. Sorry. And then I ended up being a theater nerd, which was not a huge flex, though I know you went to K-State, so that's a flex. K-State theater, hey, that's only for us too. Okay. But my siblings all, they make like very, thank you. They make very like great decisions, They're like, let me get married, let me fall in love. Most of them, I said that I have 6 kids in my family, 4 or 5 of them are already almost married, and I'm the middle kid. So like, I'm kind of having a midlife crisis because most of the time, I like to do stuff for the plot. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but like, I just do stuff because it sounds funny. Like, I teach elementary school science, don't really know why, I don't have a degree, I just do it. I'm a princess at party events. I really don't know why I do that. I gave myself frostbite one day just to see if it was real. It's real. It really hurts. Yeah, that's really weird. I decided to buy a bunny the other day. I don't know if I'm actually going to keep it, but I would be really wrong to give it away, so I did that. I tried to be a TikToker. I try like every other week, but I know I don't actually want to be one. I just do it for the plot, but then people will be like, that was a really inappropriate video. Guys, I don't post inappropriate videos. I just say too much, like what I'm doing right now, and then it's like, nothing's delivering. But it's okay, because I'm not insecure. We're doing it all for the plot. I'm going to be able to tell people I did stand-up one day, so thank you, guys.